Now here's this lovely Trinxant. Let's go and find out, eh? Marvellous. This recipe is actually a little bit more for the people who don't actually like their stuff like over seasoned. If you're looking for a really surprising dish which tastes like mashed potato, kind of a bit like bubbling squeak, and you're looking for something with a little bit more flair, it's got that garlic taste which actually unhinges this, then it's great. So to make a Trinxant, you will need a Savoy cabbage, I reckon a small one, 3 small new potatoes, a clove of garlic, 3 vegan Rashers, and I recommend Richmond's. They are very, very good brand, and they're quite tasty. And last but not least, the extra virgin olive oil. So first, we're going to basically make this in a very small egg frying pan. You'll see it boil later. Chop up the Rashers, then we give the garlic a quick chop as well. I like it rough and ready like this. And then it's going to get added to the pan with the olive oil. It's on a medium heat. It's fried for about a minute, 2 minutes, and I find that basically having it in the pan for some time adds to the flavour. Now we peel the potatoes, quick and easy, and then we're going to add them into a Leque, where we can quickly cook these within 5 minutes. You can obviously boil these in water, it's literally your choice. I just prefer to use the Leque, and that's on a. Next we're going to take off the outer leaves of the cabbage, and then we're going to chop it in half, and then we're going to have to chop out the inner stem. I find cutting in at a triangle type of angle is the best way of doing it, and then chopping it into 3 separate parts, adding it to boiling water with some salt, waiting for it to boil, add it in, and then submerge it. We boil the cabbage for about 10 minutes or until it starts to get tender. I use a spatula and I kind of prod at the leaves, and then when they feel as though they can break, then I take it off. You can add in a cover, which will actually speed up the cooking time. Once completed, you obviously put in a colander and drain, and then you throw in with the mashed potatoes. Then you kind of do this circular motion of basically chopping and mashing it up, where the Catalan name for this dish actually come up, Trinxant, which is a past participle of Trinxat. So basically you turn the dish like this, stab at it, and you kind of make a great mash, which is really, really quick and easy to do. Then we're going to throw this in on top of the bacon, and then basically you can actually throw it into a bigger pan, but I prefer to use a smaller one. Not only is it Tapas style dishes, but also there's a little bit more control over this. So when I place it in, and then I kind of mash it down, then I use a spatula to feel when it's actually sticking to the bottom, or near when it starts to feel stuck at the bottom, and that allows you a lot more control. You move it slightly backwards and forwards, and you can also use that as a way to see if it's sticking as well. And then basically once it is no longer moving, you immediately remove it from heat, and then you serve it. I turn it over on a plate, and yeah, look at that. And look at this, there's all cooked, and there's nothing burnt. It's a great colour as well. Kind of let's say, not played by the rules, because I let the fat rest for some time. I've tried this recipe quite a few times, and what happens is that if you're piling in the mash, you have an issue where it starts to burn or deteriorate vegan bacon, and I think that's a bit harder to do when it's kind of warming up and warming through. This can actually look a lot more burnt and crisp. However, I kept it al dente. It looks a bit green actually, but I quite like it because it looks different. You can also mix in some chives with this, or actually place it on top before serving. I think having the extra onion may actually give this thing like a little bit of edge. You can actually place it inside, but like, hey, we're playing by the rules here. I'm trying to make it like a little bit traditional. So hopefully you've liked this video, so like and enjoy. And subscribe. And subscribe and like, comment.